Good evening, Chiefs Kingdom, and welcome to your exclusive Kansas City Chiefs update here on the channel where we live and breathe red and gold. Folks, can you believe it? Just a few short years ago, we were celebrating back-to-back Super Bowl titles, watching Patrick Mahomes rewrite the record books with no-look passes and fourth-quarter magic that left defenses dizzy. But tonight, as we sit here on the eve of the final game of the 2025 regular season, the mood is somber. The Kansas City Chiefs, our beloved team, are staring at a 6-10 record, eliminated from playoff contention with games still to play, and the quarterback who's become the face of this franchise is sidelined with a devastating injury. What happened to this season? How did we get here? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the heartbreak, the resilience, and what lies ahead for the Chiefs. Let's start with the bombshell that shook Chiefs Kingdom to its core. Patrick Mahomes, the two-time league MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, the man who's led us to 4 Super Bowls in 6 years, suffered a season-ending torn ACL in the latter part of this campaign. It happened in a brutal twist during a game that many of us would rather forget, a non-contact play where his knee buckled, and just like that, the heartbeat of our offense was gone. Mahomes underwent surgery shortly after to repair the damage, and now he's in the thick of rehab, grinding day in and day out back at the team facility in Kansas City. Just today, head coach Andy Reid addressed the media ahead of the Week 18 showdown with the Las Vegas Raiders, giving us the latest on his star quarterback. Reid said, and I quote, "Patrick Mahomes is in the building doing rehab. He's spent a lot of hours doing it, he's attacking it. He won't make the trip to Vegas." You can hear the pride in Big Red's voice. That's the kind of leader Mahomes is, even off the field. He's not sulking, he's attacking the recovery process with the same fire he brings to the gridiron. Experts say a torn ACL typically means 9 to 12 months of rehab for a quarterback, putting Mahomes on track for a full return by the start of the 2026 season. And knowing Pat, with his work ethic and that Texas Tech toughness, he'll be back slinging it better than ever. But let's pause for a moment and reflect on what Mahomes was able to accomplish before the injury cut his season short. Even in a down year for the team, he threw for 3,587 yards, 22 touchdowns, and completed 62.7% of his passes. Those are numbers that would make most quarterbacks jealous in a full season, let alone a partial one plagued by injuries up front and inconsistencies around him. Mahomes has always elevated those around him. Think about how he turned Tyreek Hill into a superstar, made Travis Kelce the greatest tight end of all time statistically, and even got production out of rookies and journeymen. This year, without the same firepower, and with an offensive line that struggled at times, he still put up Pro Bowl-level stats. It's a testament to why he's considered the best in the game. Now, shifting to the team as a whole, the Chiefs limp into this final game with a 5-game losing streak, sitting at 6-10. This will be the worst record of the Patrick Mahomes era, a far cry from the dominance we've grown accustomed to. Remember, before the season, the last time Kansas City missed the playoffs was way back in 2014, under Alex Smith. Since Mahomes took over in 2018, it's been playoff appearances every single year, multiple AFC championships, and those glorious Super Bowl runs. The dynasty talk was real. 3 Lombardi trophies in 5 years. But football is a humbling sport, folks. Injuries pile up, the schedule gets tough, and sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way. This season, it started with high expectations. We had Mahomes, Kelce still hauling in passes despite father time knocking, Chris Jones anchoring that defensive line like a beast, and a coaching staff led by Andy Reid, one of the all-time greats. Reid, with his innovative play calling, those jet motions, the creative screens, the deep shots, has revolutionized offenses in the NFL. But cracks appeared early. The offensive line, rebuilt after some departures, couldn't protect Mahomes consistently. Receivers dropped passes at critical moments. The defense, usually opportunistic under Steve Spagnuolo, gave up too many big plays. And then, the ultimate gut punch, Mahomes' injury. Compare this to past seasons. In 2022, we won the Super Bowl despite a shaky start. In 2023, we repeated as champs with a defense that stepped up huge in the playoffs. Even last year, assuming we defended the title or came close, the standard was set sky high. Statistically, the Chiefs' offense this year ranked outside the top 10 in points scored, a shocking drop from being perennial leaders. Turnovers increased, third down conversions dipped, and red zone efficiency suffered without Mahomes' improvisation. Let's talk rivalries, because nothing fires up Chiefs Kingdom like the AFC West. This final game is against the Las Vegas Raiders, a divisional foe that's had our number in recent memory more than we'd like to admit. The Raiders-Chiefs rivalry dates back to the AFL days in the 1960s, when the Raiders were in Oakland and the Chiefs were battling for supremacy. Iconic moments abound. Think the Holy Roller play in 1978, or more recently, the Christmas Day thrillers where we've traded blows. Arrowhead Stadium, known as the loudest in the NFL, has been a fortress, but this game is in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. No Mahomes traveling means the backup quarterback will get the start, playing for pride and perhaps some individual milestones. Imagine being a fan in Chiefs Kingdom right now. The sea of red at Arrowhead has been electric for decades, from the Len Dawson era in the 60s, winning Super Bowl IV, to the Marty Schottenheimer years, Derek Thomas terrorizing quarterbacks in the 90s, to the Trent Green and Priest Holmes offenses in the early 2000s. Then came the Mahomes-Reed era, turning Kansas City into title town. Pop culture embraced it. Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift brought global attention, turning games into events. But this year, disappointment reigns. Fans tailgating in the Arrowhead parking lot, chopping away, but with heavy hearts knowing no January football. If I could sit down with a fictional interview, here's what I imagine Patrick Mahomes might say: "It's tough, man. I hate not being out there with my guys. But this injury, it's just a bump in the road. I've been through adversity before. Remember my rookie year sitting behind Alex? Or the ankle sprain in the playoffs? I'm attacking rehab every day, visualizing throws, studying film. Chiefs Kingdom, I promise you, I'll be back in 2026 ready to hunt for that three-peat we couldn't quite get this time." And from Andy Reid, "Pat's a warrior. He's in here early, staying late. This team, we've got young players getting valuable reps. This loss streak hurts, but it's building character. We'll use this offseason to reload, draft, free agency, get healthy. The Raiders game, we're playing to win, spoil their plans if we can, and finish strong." What does this mean for the future? Playoff elimination means an earlier offseason, more time to heal, and a higher draft pick, perhaps a top 10 selection for the first time in years. The Chiefs could target offensive line help, a speedy wide receiver to replace any departures, or bolster the secondary. Mahomes' contract is team-friendly relative to his value, giving cap flexibility. Kelce might ponder retirement, but if he returns, paired with a healthy Mahomes, watch out. Chris Jones, still in his prime on the D-line, will lead the defense. Predictions? Bold one here. The Chiefs come back in 2026 with a vengeance, making a deep playoff run, perhaps even hoisting another Lombardi. History shows great teams rebound from down years. Think the Patriots after off-seasons, or the Packers. Trivia time to lighten the mood. Did you know Arrowhead Stadium holds the Guinness World Record for loudest outdoor stadium at 142.2 decibels? Or that the Chiefs' roots go back to Lamar Hunt founding the AFL? Rivalries with the Raiders include over 120 meetings, with Kansas City holding a slight edge overall. And Mahomes? He's already top 10 all-time